Hello, Active Sage here on the Sage channel, and we're back, and what do you know, it is Monday the 18th of the 7th month of 2016, and all the votes on my Patreon for which cockpit should be built next have been added up, and the winner by a shocking landslide was definitely cockpit number 7. This guy right over here definitely won. I think a lot of people really want to see the alternate variant of it as well, the one that's like this. So in all likelihood, I'm going to go ahead and build the standard one where the cockpit will be at the back facing forward and you'll have a view out of all these different window panes here. And then I'll go ahead and just rotate that up and put the other dangling cockpit model in there so you'll have both of them. I'll probably release this one first and then work on this one after that. Just in case you're curious though, as for runners up, cockpit number 3 right here, this cockpit actually came in second place. Cockpit 7 had 71 votes for it. And this isn't even counting the secondary votes, because I didn't add up all the secondary votes, because we actually had 0 ties. None of these had equal amounts of votes. They were all just either had 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. So there was no ties, so no tiebreaker. But that's just not even counting the secondary votes, and there were quite a few secondary votes for number 7. So 71 votes for number 7. Number 3 had 24 votes, so you can instantly see the shocking difference between everyone really wanted that one. So that's definitely getting built right away. This one I'll probably end up building after I do the vertical variant of number 7. And then as follows, number 4 ended up in 3rd place, so this guy right here with 10 votes, so instantly it's halved what was the number of votes for the number 3 cockpit. What else do we have? And that was 3rd place. 4th place was actually cockpit number 6, so just this guy right here, which I actually quite fancied, but that came in at 4th place. 5th place was cockpit number 2, this one down here, which sort of looks like a crane cockpit. I quite like it as well, of course. Of course, if I didn't like them, I wouldn't have had them as options, really. Except for you, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that was a mistake. And then 6th place was number 1, because it's just sort of a less interesting version of this one here. And then we have in last place, 7th place, is cockpit number 5, with a grand total of 1 vote. Cockpit number 1 also, by the way, just had 2 votes, so came down pretty clearly with one big winner. So I'm going to get to work on that and get that out as soon as possible. I might even go ahead and record some of it, just recording my desktop with Shadowplay and make a speed build video out of it or something. But, well, for the time being, that is it for this video, and we're going to go ahead and put it together. Now, I did get 1 vote for a number 8. I'm assuming that person, they didn't really expand on that, was just talking about this version here, so, well, that will be the next one we build, so probably this one, the vertical one, and then we'll go back down here and build out the number 3 one. Anyway, guys and gals, that's it for this little short video. Thank you all for going to my Patreon and voting on which one of these you would like to see. Next up, well, we don't have a next up vote, but next time I do decide I want to do a vote on something, probably going to use something a little bit more straightforward than having to go ahead and tally them all up by hand, because, yeah, it took a little while. And, of course, it's not exactly accurate, and sending people over to Patreon just to comment is a bit odd, ain't it? Probably use straw poll or something like that next time. I think even Twitter has a polling system now, so who knows, maybe even that. Anyway, thank you all of you who voted. Any new Patreons I might have snagged from that. To be more exact, we have Ilionite, Bass K, who's donated before from PayPal, so finally signed up for Patreon. Thanks, man. Really appreciate everything you've done. Alexis L, Garth H, Adam F, which actually has a really cool last name, which I'm not going to read out for security fears, and Andreas H, as well as Matthew Skur, donated directly on PayPal. Rock and roll, man. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody, for watching, everyone who likes this stuff, and I shall see you guys and gals next time. Ta-ta!